Om Shanti and a very loving welcome to the BK Miami Meditation Facebook page, or if you're watching it on live on YouTube, very welcome. My name is Meeta and I'm one of the students at the Meditation Center, and like so many of the other teachers who come and share our own experiences of using meditation and spirituality in our daily life. So our today's topic is dropping the story, and I was thinking actually for each of us in our personal lives, we all have our unique stories, things we were just doing, things we have for the rest of the day. We have stories connected with the conversations that we keep engaging in, and apart from these little stories, the current health situation has this global story which is going on, and just looking at the city that I live in, Miami, or the country, there are these other little stories, situations in the communities, so many views, and I come from Bombay, India, so I hear of stories and situations there, and I was just observing that in general, there are all these stories, these incidences. Largely you see two sides, or different flavors of being on either side, and with so many stories around us, they consume space in our mind. Even if we are just listening to it, we may not even be actively engaged or contributing to them, but just listening or reading, it engages space in our head, and somehow it feels that with all these situations and stories, sort of there is an invitation to join, either this side of the story or that side of the story, and you want to use your intellect, you want to be clever, you want to think what is the best, you keep engaged in perhaps in these stories, and I was thinking only with my spiritual exposure, or learning these spiritual perspectives, I get to learn new ways of looking at this, which do not necessarily drain my thoughts so much, or and rather, how can I keep myself grounded without just absorbing all sides of all these stories around us. I was thinking what spirituality and meditation does is, I think it introduces each one of us to this deeper story, which is true, and which our experience, or which our conscious, or which our heart can tell us. For those of you who are joining us for the first time, with the BK Miami Meditations, with the BKs in general, all over the world, in so many countries, wherever you're joining in from, there's this fundamental introduction of each one of us as this pure, loving, peaceful energies who create thoughts every second, and I think this is one of the very fresh and clear spiritual perspective which I continue to absorb and use in my daily life more and more. And this awareness keeps me grounded to this loving story, this peaceful story, um, which can help me create my inner self-respect, my happiness. And was thinking that's the power of stories. And if certain stories uplift you, there are those that drain you too. And I think only with meditation for me, I learned that I do not necessarily need to have an opinion about everything that's going on. Don't necessarily have to categorize everything into good and bad and right and wrong. Just because, at least for me, this was a very deeper learning that if, for example, I see a lack of respect, or if somebody is not respecting the other person, and I get angry, or I don't, I feel there should be equal respect, and why is that not happening? And if in that process I am losing my respect for certain people, and I am losing my love, if I am moving towards frustration or disappointment or anger, indirectly I too am somehow coming on that side of the equation, where I too am not being respectful or loving. So I think thinking on this line with spirituality, it's interesting how the focus comes back on me and my thoughts. And yes, I do observe these stories around me. I was listening to like a beautiful example where like a camera, it just records things as it is. It won't, if it's it won't go out of the way and manipulate a scene or an audio. It just simply records. So I think with spirituality, we get to hear our original story in a way, this beautiful, true learning of the self as this beautiful energy. And even if for any reason I'm not feeling loving, I'm not feeling peaceful, but deep inside I know that is the default I come from, that is the default I look forward to. And so it's not about it's not about accepting it, it's about feeling it. And I like how with meditation sessions and spirituality, there's always this understanding component, and then there is this sweet silence or this meditation part, where we actually go deep with the things that have made sense to our heart. And we just bring this, I would say, like a shift or a transformation between our older patterns of thinking and these new loving, peaceful patterns, which ensure more safety, which ensure more lightness within, which help us to not get drained by everything and anything happening around us. And instead it actually also empowers us, if how we can stay grounded in our respect, in our peace, in our harmony. And we go about all our duties. We have things to attend to at home or work, with friends, And then when we go about attending to all these things, we carry this peace, we carry this love, we carry this respect, and not necessarily keep getting absorbed by all these stories, keep getting absorbed by having to have opinions, or being, start being rigid. Um, I was just thinking, this is for me, it has been a very beautiful gift of not not getting consumed by all the stories and getting too much into who said and what and why. And I think just to know that it is okay not to have an opinion about everything, and it's okay not to drain your thoughts. It's okay to just be quiet, silent, uh, be in that awareness of your own true story, and hold on to that calmness, hold on to that peace, and it will reflect in simple ways, in your simple interactions. And of course, if there is any scope of expressing or exchanging thoughts with respect and love, you do that. But it makes you free from being engaged in draining conversations. Sometimes the most draining conversations don't even happen in words. What I've learned from meditation and spirituality is that I am this being that is creating thoughts every second. And when I become aware of that, my wastage in thoughts I start becoming more aware. If I'm just sitting and just wasting my thought on some irrelevant topic, something which I just read, or some news that I just saw, which is not even necessarily connected, but am I just being pulled or influenced, or I could be more in control, and I choose my thoughts. So with meditation and all these scenarios or these situations around us, I think very simply we can create a little safe space around us by not taking in everything and anything that is coming in front of us. I don't think any other activity sort of trains you to go beyond these things of right and wrong and good and bad. And I really value this gift of meditation, where you just gently remind yourself of your true story, and actually stay free from unnecessary stories where you are not able to positively contribute. So I just wanted to share these thoughts, and how I use my spiritual understanding, especially around so many stories that we are all exposed to these days. Your thoughts are very welcome, and perhaps it could sound odd to you, but I think if you are listening and you're open to new spiritual perspectives, I think that is how you start, by just reflecting on this more, and seeing if it makes sense to you, I think that's another beauty of meditation, is that you move or you use something with understanding. It's not like a blind faith where you have to do a certain thing, uh, whether or not you understand why or what you're doing. But you do things with understanding. And I think, why would we want to hold on to stories where we are holding on to not good feelings? But it's just about knowing that yes, you have a choice, and you have a more uplifting and truer story to hold on to. And another perspective of this is that when you hold on to this true story of holding on to your love, your peace, your stability, your good manners, your respect, your attitude of cooperation, you stay safe, and you only allow loving things to flourish. And that's a good protection, I feel, for self and for all of those around us. How about we do a few minutes of meditation, and just allow anything that makes sense to you to sink in. Just play a little music. So make sure you're sitting very, very comfortably, with your eyes gently open. And like a little camera, I start with simply observing what is going on in my thoughts. I gently observe if my thoughts are caught up in any story that is draining me. And perhaps I can check if this story is uplifting me, adding to my inner strength, adding more love, adding more respect, or rather, is it draining me? Is it making me less peaceful? And with this little checking, my intellect will point me towards what story I want to continue to tell myself. I will know if I need to drop this story and make more space. Bring more lightness. This little time that I spend with my own self, where I remind myself of my spiritual story. This is my simple meditation. I stay grounded. I stay stable. I hold on to my inner respect. So welcome back from this little meditation, and I hope you get some more time to reflect and see for yourself what stories you can let go of. And it's not about not caring for others, but it is about holding on to respect and love, and increasing our capacity to do that for more and more, and being inclusive of everyone. I think when I started my meditation, I think it was perhaps few minutes a day, and over the period of time, our capacity to understand and perceive and being open to more understanding increases. So thank you for joining. Hope some of this was useful For those of you who have joined us for the first time, special welcome, and we invite you to continue to join us and benefit from these sessions. Thank you. Om Shanti. Goodbye.